I mean, about Andrei. He's mortgaged the house to the bank. And his wife's got hold of all the money. After all, this house doesn't belong to him alone, but to the four of us. This is something he ought to realize if he's a decent man.
It's revolting.
I don't want anything. But the injustice of it revolts me.
Yes, how shallow our Andrei's become. How dull and old he's grown living with that woman. There was a time he was preparing for a professorship. And only yesterday he boasted of having at last become a member of the district board. He, a member of the board. And the whole town's laughing and talking about it. And he's the only one who neither sees nor knows anything. He just sits in his room and plays his violin. It's awful. Awful. I can't bear it any longer. I can't. God, where has it all gone? My God. My God, I've forgotten everything. I can't remember how to say window or floor in Italian. It's all just muddled in my head. Each day I forget. And life is slipping by, never to return. Never. We shall never go to Moscow now. I see now we shall never go. I'm miserable. I can't work. I won't work. I'm nearly 24 already. I've been working a long time and my brain's drying up. And I feel like I'm moving away from the real beautiful life. Moving further and further into some sort of abyss. I'm in despair and why I'm alive, why I haven't killed myself before now, I don't know. Don't cry, don't cry. It hurts. I'm not crying. I'm not crying there. I'm not crying anymore. Darling. I'm speaking to you as a sister, as a friend. If you want my advice, marriage isn't like it. I know he's not good looking, but you value him highly. You respect him. You see, one doesn't marry for love, but to do one's duty. At least that's what I think. And I would marry without love. I'd marry anyone who asked me, so long as he was a decent man. I'd even marry an old man. Well, I thought we'd move to Moscow, and there I'd meet my true love. I dreamed of him. I loved him. But it all turned out to be foolishness, just foolishness. Oh, my dear sister. I understand it all. When Kizamba came back from the army, and he came to see us in civilian clothes, he seemed to me so silly, I actually began to cry. He said, "Why are you crying?" And how could I tell him? But if it were God's will that he should marry you, I would be happy. That, you see, would be a different matter. Quite different.
What is this? Why don't you speak, Olga? What are you holding against me? What is it?
Give it a rest, Andrewska. Let's put it off until tomorrow.
I'm asking you quite calmly. What is it? What are you holding against me? Tell me frankly.
Really, Andrewska? Tomorrow we'll have a talk. It's time to sleep now.
I'll say this. can go. In the first place, you have something against Natasha, my wife. Natasha is an honest person, noble, straightforward, fine. That is my opinion. I respect my wife, and I insist that others respect her too. Natasha is a fine person, honest, and all your grievances, if you ask me, are mere caprice. In the second place, you seem to be angry because I'm not a professor in academic work. But I serve on the district board, and I consider this service just as high and just as sacred as serving science. I am a member of the district board. I'm proud of it, if you want to know. And in the third place, I have something to tell you. I mortgaged the house without asking for your permission. Yes, I'm guilty. And in this, I ask of you to forgive me. I was forced to do it because of my debts. 35,000 rubles! I'm no longer gambling. I gave up some time ago. But the chief thing to justify myself is that you girls receive a pension. Also, I have no emolument, so to say. They won't listen. Natasha's superior, honest person. When I married, I thought we would be happy. All of us happy. But my God, my dear sisters, my darling sisters, don't believe me. Don't believe me.
Natasha, Natasha, Natasha.
He's drunk.
Darling. Dearest. I do respect and value Kizamba. He is a fine man. I'll marry him. Only let us go to Moscow. Yes!
Today has been a terrible day.
What is it?
I don't even know how to tell you.
Well, for God's sake, just tell me what it is.
Checkov has been killed.
I knew it. I knew it.
I'm sorry. I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world there's room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful. But we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls.
We must live.
The world with hate has stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed.
We must live.
We have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical. Our cleverness hard and unkind.
A time will come when we will all know what this is all for.
Too little. More than machinery, we need humanity.
Why there is all this suffering.
We need kindness and gentleness. Without these
And there'll be no mysteries.
no one will be lost. The
But from now on, we must live.
Time will pass. and we shall be forgotten. Our faces will be forgotten, our voices, and how many there were of us. And our suffering will turn to joy for those who live after us. Happiness and peace will come to this earth, and they will remember kindly those who live now. My dear sister, our life isn't over yet. We shall live.
It doesn't matter.
If only we knew.